Yo, 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 what's the dealio, man? Listen, you already know we got a banger for you today, all right? We got a straight banger for you. So check this out, y'all. If you made money today in the stock market, let me know in the comments who you made money with, how much you made, if you want to share that, all right? Every single day we doing this. Now, we got a trade of the day today, right? Now, in this trade of the day, I got a couple lessons I want you to focus on, okay? I want to help you not being greedy, okay? Stop being greedy, all right? Your greed will make you an unprofitable trader. Listen to what I'm saying. Your greed will make you an unprofitable trader, all right? So, I'm going to break down the charts. I'm going to show you exactly what I saw when I entered, okay? And all of that good stuff. If you are watching this video, be sure to do me a favor, man. Just like this video, okay? Like this video so it can get shown to more people. And be sure to subscribe to the channel. All right, when we hit 2,000 subscribers, I am going to do something special. All right, I'm going to do something special. So I promise you, we got about 70 more or something like that. All right, let's be sure to get to 2,000 subscribers. All right. Now, with that being said, we're going to go into today's trade of the day, all right? I did not get a screenshot because I trade from my desktop, right? But today, I was able to hit IWM for, it was about 34% or so, okay? I took 2 trades on IWM. First trade was like 21%. Second trade, it was like 17%. I got filled, it was like 14, 15%, all right? So we'll be modest and we'll say 32%. All right. Now, what I like to say too is, okay, if you take 1 to 2 trades per day, you can make 6 figures a year. All right. As long as your account size is a certain amount. So before we get into this, I want you to understand, cash account, you can make 6 figures a year with 1 to 2 trades per trading day. All right. I want you to understand that. Don't overtrade. You don't have to take 8 trades a day. Anytime that I took 5, 6, 7 trades in a day, I probably barely profited or I lost money. What is the point of me taking 6 trades and I lose money? Right? Just understand what I'm saying here. All right. So you want to be intentional with your trades. You don't want to just trade just because. You want to be intentional with your trades. All right. So we're going to go. I'm going to show you guys what my entries was, what my exits were. All right. But I'm going to show you, I'm going to share a fail with you today. All right. I missed my entry on Shopify. Okay. I was mad. So check this out. All right. I'm going to pull up the charts and then we're going to get into it. All right. So check this out. All right, boom. So look at this. I'm going to show y'all my failure first. Look at Shopify, right? So check this out. This is on the 15-minute, right? I saw this candle close, and then I saw it come up a little bit more, and it was right here, right? It was right here, okay? I had the contracts loaded. All right. Once I finished loading the contracts, stock was right here. I was like, I ain't gonna chase it. Because I don't know. This could be a fake out to the downside or whatever, right? But this was my entry. I missed it. If I would have got in right here at 125.49, it dropped all the way down here in literally a couple minutes. A couple minutes, right? Came all the way down here to 123. That's a $2 move. All right. So if you know anything about options, a $2 move is a very nice bag. Okay. So let this be a lesson, man. Be decisive in your trades because sometimes you're going to miss your entry. All right. Now, let's get to IWM. All right. I can trade this stock every single day. All right. Every single day. I can make a living off of this one stock. Now, we are on the 15-minute time frame. Like I said, I took 2 trades on IWM. I took one to the downside and I took one to the upside. Okay, so I got some puts and I got in some calls. Right? Now, let's go to the 30-minute time frame. Lately, I've been really focusing on the 30-minute and the hourly time frame a lot more than the 5 and the 15. So we go to the 30-minute time frame. All right, boom. So this is what happened. So we closed right here yesterday, right? We closed right here, and then we opened right here. So basically it was flat, right? From close to open, no big gaps. So what happened was we opened right here and then we pushed up. Now, if you look at the 15-minute, you see this green candle right here, all right? So this green candle right here is what we call a bull trap. And why? Because it's above pre-market highs right here. So it looks like it's about to blast off, right? It looks like it's about to blast off. So this green candle right here, all right? This green candle right here, I want y'all to say it with me. Bull trap. Okay? That was a bull trap. And this is why sometimes it pays to wait 30 minutes instead of 15 or 5 or whatever, right? So this is a bull trap right here. Looked like it was pushing up, rejected, boom, came right back down, right? So I saw it rejected off of the, it created the 15-minute orb right here, and it rejected. So then this candle happens. Now this is on the 15. Now this what happened. I saw this 30-minute candle, right? So this candle on the 30-minute is a closed candle. But at the time, it was, imagine this body not here, and it was just a big wick and a small little piece of a body. It looked like a gravestone doji, right? So when I saw that IWM came up, it rejected here, and then it started pushing down, this is what this looked like. But on the 30-minute, it looked like this. It looked like this, but with a little body, right? So what I decided to do was, I said, hey, I'm going to take an entry because we just rejected off of here. We have a lot of selling pressure. Remember, these wicks represent pressure. So wicks from the top is selling pressure. Wicks from the bottom is buying pressure, right? So we have wicks. So I saw this big wick here with a small body. I said, sellers are very active. We should be pushing down. So what did I do? When the stock was right here, I said, I'm not about to miss this entry, right? I just missed Shopify. I'm not missing this entry. So I entered in my position right here, okay? I took an entry into my position right here. All right, 0 data expirations. Boom, right there is where I entered in at. And all we did was, it just pushed to the downside. The sellers were active. It pushed to the downside, right? So it came down here, came back, came down, boom, 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 started to push down. So what I did was, I said, okay, this could be a bear trap. So about right here, I took profits, right? It did come down a little bit more, but this is the lesson. I'm not greedy. I am not greedy, all right? I do not want a green trade to turn red because look, if I wouldn't have got out and it reversed on me, look, I would have never had another chance to get out of this trade. So I got out and we was out. It was like 21, 22%, okay? Took an exit and that was, we'll call it 21%. All right. So that was my first trade on IWM. So then I sat back for a minute and I was like, okay, let me see what's going on. Are we going to continue to go? I said, if it closes here and we see more selling pressure come down, then I'll enter in again, right? But I wanted to get the day started and it looked like a good play, right? It looked like a good trade. So then we see this candle right here, it start to push up. And I was like, oh, okay, I see what's going on now. we might have an explosive move or an explosive day, right? Now I went down to the 15-minute time frame, okay? So I saw this candle right here. This candle closed, right? And look, this candle, so we'll say this is 50% of this red candle right here, right? This is a 50% line. So I want y'all to see this. 50%. No, hold on one second, y'all. Delete that. All right, 50%. All right, so this is 50% right here of this red candle. Whenever you have a big red candle, okay, a big red candle, if the stock comes up and it does not get above 50% of that line, it's going to come back down. But if the stock breaks above the 50%, then it could be going back up, right? So we pushed it up, okay? It got pushed up right here. It got above the 50% line. So I'm looking at it and I was like, let me wait one more candle. This candle right here, right, came right here. So it tried to come down a little bit more. Buyer stepped in and pushed it up. So I saw this candle and this candle. It was still inside of this candle, but I said, okay, perfect. Now I let this candle open. I got them loaded. I got my contracts loaded, and I let this one open up. And I was like, okay, it looks like we're about to go and test the highs of the orb right here, right? The highs of the orb. So what happened? We did test the highs of the orb, right? We did test the highs of the orb. So this candle right here, right? I saw this candle right here. It looked good to me. So I took an entry about right here, okay? Move that up a little bit for you. There we go. All right. So I took my entry right there. Okay. And then it came up here. It came up all the way up here. So it went from 222.13 all the way to 222.82. All right. Now, because we weren't above the orb, in my mind, I was like, we could reject at any time. So what I did was I was up like 17% around right here. And I just took profits on that one. Right? Boom. I just took profits right there. Okay. Exit. All right. And then I ended it. It was like 15.2%, something like that. So let's just say 15.2%. All right. So that's 2 trades. That's 36% return. All right. It took me I was in both of these trades for less than 10 minutes. All right. And I got a 36% return on my money for the day. And I was done. All right. This was within an hour of the market being open. Okay. So that's same stock, IWM twice. Right? Easy money. All right. Just reading levels, reacting to the rejections or the continuations, and playing it like that. It's really that simple. All right. But what I want you guys to focus on is not being greedy. You do not have to get the whole move, right? And I want you to understand, I always say this. If you go to the bank and you take $1,000 and you say, hey, give me a 10% return in 20 minutes. They cannot give you a 10% return in 20 minutes. The stock market can do that for you. All right. So when you up 20, 30, 40, 50%, right? And it could be rejecting or whatever, secure the profits. You can always re-enter into your trade. Always remember that. All right. So that's how we hit IWM, right? Easy as pie. Didn't take no stress, no extra stuff, no none of that. All right. And tomorrow we're going to do it all over again. All right. So if you want to trade with us, be sure to click the link in the description. All right. We'll get into the Discord. You can trade with us if you want to do a one-on-one. Click the link in the description as well. All right. So every single day we do this on a consistent basis, right? We read price action, we enter in trades, and we extract a percentage return on our money. It's truly, truly that simple. All right, let's not overcomplicate this stuff. It does not need to be overcomplicated. I'm here to help simplify it so that you could get to the money a lot faster. All right. So with that being said, I hope that made sense, you guys, and I hope that it helped you out. Tomorrow, you already know we got Wisdom Wednesday. All right. So we got a banger that's going to be dropping tomorrow as well. Okay. So like I always say, make sure you get up out of your head and go get into this world, because your head is a dangerous place to live. All right. And also remember, the more you study, the less you worry. All right. I'm going to see you guys on the next video. Peace.